Welcome back. It is 5:55. Now, staying with technology, the iPad 3 is out on Wednesday, or at least so we think. Going to get the views now of Ashish Panjabi. He's the Chief Operating Officer of Jackie's Electronics here. He talks about the impact of the iPad 3, supposedly, on the UAE and Dubai retail. We all think it is the iPad 3 as a major electronics retailer. What are you expecting from Apple this week?
Well, it's all the new bells and whistles, I guess, on the iPad. We know something is going to happen on the tablets. We all expect it. Is it going to be the big jump we expected? Well, we thought that was going to happen with the iPhone 4 to the iPhone 5, which never happened. We got the 4S. But I think there's a lot of things we can expect this time. One is, of course, I think on the tablets, it's the next evolution. It's the next step of where tablets are heading. We've seen Apple talking about a couple of trends already. We've seen them talking about the education and the textbooks and the iBooks segment. I think this is something we hope to probably see improved with the next generation iPad. We've seen the first generation of SIRI, the talking assistant in the iPhone, and I wouldn't be surprised to start to see that in the iPad. We're expecting, of course, the inside guts of the machine to be a lot faster, a lot quicker, a lot more efficient, so that means you can start getting better quality games on there, you can get higher, better apps on there as well. And probably the displays is the one big thing that we're looking at, is we're looking at a retina display, if it comes in, or something better. Because when you're out in the sun, the tablet isn't the most friendly thing to have with you, with the glare of the sun. And probably lastly, we're looking at the LTE network capability. Now, we're fortunate we're in a part of the world where Ethistrat has already announced the rollout of an LTE network. Do's got a 3.9 or 4G network in place already. So we are looking at something beyond 3G connectivity, and I think this is hopefully what we start to see with the iPad as well.
As an electronics retailer, is this going to move the needle in terms of sales for you in 2012, this tablet in particular, the iPad 3, or tablets generally?
Well, I think tablets have been huge, and nothing has been huger than the iPad, for sure, in the tablet segment. We've seen a lot of brands out there, and I think Apple has been the one that sort of pushed sales to the limit. Everyone else is sort of in the opposite situation where they're sitting on stocks and they're trying to create demand for their tablets. And I think Apple has been the one who's actually, we've always said, well, we've got a shortage of supplies and there's been a lot more demand than supply. And we expect this to continue, the iPad 3 or iPad HD or iPad 2S or whatever they decide to call it.
Ashish Panjabi, Chief Operating Officer of Jackie's Electronics. Always great talking to you. Really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us today.
This is Tonight with Richard Dean and Tim Elliott.